Nigerian Senate, Section 60 and electronic transmission. Is this democracy at risk? Now let's talk about something that affects everyone in Nigeria, and that is our votes. Now recently, there has been intense debate in National Assembly about amending Section 60 of the Electoral Act. And it's not just legal talk, it is political power. Now, here is the core issue. Section 60 deals with how votes are counted and transmitted during elections. Now that is why this should bother us. Under the 2022 Electoral Act, the law clearly provides that votes must be transmitted electronically as they are counted, not after the fact, not hours later as they are counted. Now, this electronic transmission is supposed to reduce manipulation and rigging and other electoral malpractices. But now, some senators are pushing changes to Section 60. And here is the controversial part. The proposed amendment seems to weaken the requirement for real-time electronic transmission of the results. Now, if the change passes, results could be sent later by INEC after collation, giving room for non-transparent intermediaries and potential manipulation. And this is not just a technical point. That is why we're talking about it. This goes to the heart of democratic accountability. How accountable should they be? The point of real-time electronic transmission is to ensure that the public can see what results are coming directly from polling units before politicians and partisan actors touch them. And that is why this is very important. It is a protection against ballot box stuffing, altered figures, and backroom result adjustments, as we have seen in previous periods. Now, supporters of the amendment argue that the original Section 60 language was unclear and ambiguous and needs refinement. Well, we can refine it. But critics and many Nigerians online say this. Why do we fix something that makes election more transparent unless you want room to manipulate outcomes? And shouldn't this bother us? And here is the bigger legal question. If election laws are drafted in a way that reduces transparency, do they still protect the sovereign will of the people as required under Section 14 of the Constitution? Because at the end, electoral laws shouldn't be tools for politicians to use against its own people. They should be safeguards for the voters. Now, let me ask you this question. After having listened to me, what do you think? Should Section 60 guarantee real-time electronic transmission as votes are counted? Or on the other hand, should politicians be allowed to delay and control how these are released? Tell me what you think. I want to hear from you. Let me see your comments. Like, share, and please leave your thoughts. Thank you.